Yo, what's up, guys? Insane Game Freak here, and since there's no Best Wishes episode this week, I'm going to do a movie-based special where I talk about my top 5 Pokemon movies. Now, and I actually do have all the movies I'm listing right here next to me. I also want to put it as a side note, Viz finally put out the release date for the first black and white DVD box set, which I've already pre-ordered, which I will link in the description for anyone who cares to pre-order it. But this is going to be a list of my top 5. I think in Japan they're doing like a full ranking between all 14 movies, 15 movies. I forget how many movies there are Pokemon. I think it's like 14 or 15. And I'll probably mention those later, but right now the whole point is to get through this list, and then we'll get into the whole why I like certain movies. I mean, how I feel about the other movies, because I know a lot of people are like, you need to do a review on the newest black and white movie. And I think that was when it was the Zekrom, Victini, Reshiram movies were prevalent. People wanted me to review those, but I had no interest in reviewing those. And I'll tell you why. Actually, I'll tell you why right now. The reason why was because I thought they were better. They were like some of the better movies we had, but they don't really appeal to the older school standard that Pokemon movies set. Because a lot of people think Pokemon movies are shit. They're not. They're really not. So let me just go through my top 5 and let's go. Okay. So number 5 is probably going to piss a lot of people off because it's like, why is it so low? A lot of people, this is either their number 1 or their number 2. It's shocking that I put this all the way down at 5. The thing between this and number 4, the only thing that made this number 5 was the ending. And that is Pokemon, the first movie. And it's like, what? You put the first movie at number 5? How dare you? Yes, I did put the first movie at number 5. I think the first movie has a lot of good things going for it. I mean, for the first movie, it's pretty solid. I like the Pikachu side special. The thing about this movie that pisses me off, and it always pisses me off in any movie, anime, whatever, any type of media they do this, where they have a story where a character grows and changes and whatnot, and there are lessons that are learned, and there's some development and whatnot, and they do some type of retconning bullshit where it's like, we're going to pretend like this never happened. Now, with certain things like Sonic 06, I'm fine with. For Pokemon, this pissed me off because it was like, this was a great development for Ash, Misty, and Brock, and Pikachu, and even Mewtwo. And Mewtwo's the only one that remembers it. And then what pisses me off even more is that you do a sequel to this movie in which it seems kind of like it should have just been a side. It should have been like the first movie because no one remembers the first movie. So I'm like, why the fuck does the first movie exist? It kind of makes me mad as hell. I mean, there are certain things I like about it. Also, the fact that the dub for this was the most ridiculous. The reason why is because Dolphin is actually in this movie, even though Dolphin hadn't even been introduced into the series yet. A lot of Gen 2 Pokemon are in here, like Snubble's in here, Dolphin's in here. What the fuck else there's something else that's in here I'm missing, and I can't remember what it is, but I know Snubble and Dolphin were in here. They were confusing Pokemon's names. There was a lot. The animation was all over the fucking place. Like, there are scenes that look great, and then there are scenes that look like shit. I thought, overall, I liked the movie. It's not even like I hate the movie. It's the ending. The ending is one of those. Pokemon, the first movie, is the first time I was introduced to that type of ending where they would BS everything and like wipe everyone's memories except for like one character, making the movie kind of pointless. And that just pissed me the fuck off. Actually, is the major gripe against movie 1. That's the main thing that aggravates me about that movie. It's just the fact that it was kind of made pointless. I mean, I get the point into it that, you know, it was more of a Mewtwo movie. But I'm like, it's the first Pokemon movie. The movie should be focusing around Ash, not Mewtwo. Mind you, I think Mewtwo is a badass from this movie. Like, for a Mewtwo movie, this is awesome. But for Pokemon, the first movie, this is more focused on Mewtwo than anything else. I liked it, but it kind of and also had a lot. It's kind of cheesy to rewatch. Like, I don't rewatch it for like I rewatch it for fights. Really, I would rewatch the first movie for fights. I really wouldn't rewatch it for the sake of the story. That's just me personally, and that's the reason why it's at the bottom, because the ending was bullshit, and because I would really not rewatch this unless it was for the sake of unless it was for the fights. So that's why it's number 5. But anyways, let's move on to number 4. Now, from this point on, except for one exception, uh, this is gonna be more of nostalgic. I can tell you right now, none of these are past Gen. None of these are past Gen 3. None of the movies on this list are past Gen 3. So there are no Gen 4 movies on here, and there are no Gen 5 movies on here. Hell, there are no damn new dub Gen movies on here. So anything from the Manaphy movie and on is not on here. So anyways, number 4 is actually movie 4. Pokemon Forever, which is the Celebi Suicune movie, which I thought was actually pretty enjoyable. I'm trying to remember what the hell the special was on here. Because it says it includes a Pokemon short, but I don't remember which special's on here. I have not watched this in forever. But there's a few reasons why this is number 4 and this is over the first movie. First off, I think this has a stronger plot than the first movie. Because it focuses on Celebi, but it also doesn't just get away from Ash like it usually does. I like how Team Rocket is actually competent in these movies. Actually, that's the thing that needs to be noted. Team Rocket is a lot more competent in the Pokemon movies than they are in the Pokemon anime. Because the anime, they feel redundant as hell. Whereas in the movies, they're a lot more threatening. And I like the fact that this dude was, I think he's voiced, I think what's his name? What is his name? I forget his name, actually. I know the ball he's using is Dark Ball, but I forget his actual name. What is his name? They don't put it on here, but I thought I forget the dude's name because I've only watched the movie a few times, but I think the first movie is more memorable than Pokemon Forever. I just think Forever is a better movie overall. And that's how I'm judging this. I'm not judging on just straight memorabilia, but it's the first movie is going to be more memorable. I thought the Celebi stuff was nice. I thought the mind fucking here was nice, which I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen the 4th movie, but the 4th movie has a major mind fuck in it that you're not going to get until the end of the movie, and you're going to be like, oh shit. And if you play the games and you're pretty heavy into the games, you might get it right at the beginning of the movie. For fans who were just kind of, when you're like 8 or 9, you don't really get the mind fuck. I got the mind fuck when you remember a certain character's first name, and I'm like, what? Wow. And I thought that was cool. I like the concept of time travel. I thought Suicune was a badass. The only thing about this movie that kind of sucks is that when they have the enemy take control of Celebi and use his power, why the fuck does the thing that it formed is a giant Kabutops? I thought that was random as hell. Like, I didn't even mind that it was forming a creature. I was just like, why Kabutops? That seems like such a random thing. In terms of the side characters, I think everyone, except for the character you meet in this movie, Sammy, the other characters were just redundant as hell. I mean, not redundant, but just as useless as hell. Like, Brock and Misty don't do anything more than they do in the first movie, in my opinion. Actually, they don't. I can't think of anything they do in the first movie. And I think every movie past number 3, is it number 3? Yeah, everything past movie 3, the side characters are a lot more prevalent. But that's really my number 4 for you. It's a good movie. I thought the mindfuck was solid. I like the story. I like Celebi. I like Ash and Sammy's connection. And I don't know, I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. I even like, it's also where this is the first time we hear the Celebi music in the anime. Well, it's the first time we hear the Celebi theme, which will appear in later movies that Celebi appears in, and even in certain Pokemon specials, because they reuse the fuck out of the Celebi theme. Mind you, I like it. It's like the la 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 la, la 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 la, da da da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Like, I like that. I like that. That was a cool. I like that musical thing. But yeah, that's really essentially number 4. So let's move on to number 3. Now, a lot of people are going to be shocked that I'm putting this in here, considering everything else has been old school for the most part. This is the newest movie on the list, and it's number 3 because I think this is the last official, really, 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 really good Pokemon movie. Like, it's the only one I view good enough to put in the top 5. Because everything else is just pretty old school. Like, other than this movie, nothing is older than Pokemon Forever, which should tell you a lot. So, what is number 3? Pokemon Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, which I enjoyed the fuck out of. This honestly would have been my favorite movie if it wasn't for, I think, two things. If this wasn't, if this, this way. The thing that sucks about this movie is one, May, Max, and Brock are for the most part useless. I thought this was a really good Lucario, Ash, Pikachu movie straight out. Like I thought that was a great movie. I thought this really showed the connection. I thought this was one of the few movies that really makes the Pokemon it's featuring really fucking cool. Mew kind of dulls it around a little bit because Mew is a character we've seen before, and the reason why Pikachu is kidnapped or disappears in this movie is kind of for a reason. I mean, I even like the outfits that they're rocking and the shit with Aaron. I thought this was a deep movie for Lucario and Aaron, and I like this character because of it. This to me was like one of the best. This is literally, to me, in terms of the movies that are like the later movies that are like good. I think this is the best out of the later movies, which is really bad considering I think this is like the eighth movie. This is the eighth movie within the Sinnoh movie. I mean, within the Hoenn movies, which is because it's Jirachi, then it's the fucking Rayquaza one, and then it's this, and then it's the fucking Manaphy one. So, but this is still really solid. I enjoyed the fuck out of this. I like the concept of time travel. Well, it's not really time. Well, it's kind of time travel, and the ending had me rolling, man. This is one of the few endings that this is one of the few Pokemon movies that actually was the closest to making me cry because I really enjoyed that ending. I thought it was really good compared to what they do in other movies. Because in other movies, what they do is they have bullshit movies. Like if you've watched enough Pokemon movies, you know how they treat Pokemon that are featured in those movies. Like take the Zoro movie for example. You see how that movie almost ends. The Lucario movie doesn't play any fucking games. It actually does end that way. So I think this is one of the later movies everyone should check out because this was a really solid movie. I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. This is the collector's edition that features the 10th. This was the 10th anniversary movie actually. I think because the Mastermind the Mirage Pokemon special is even here, and the Mirage Pokemon is the special that features like everyone up until that point, like even Misty's in that special. So even though I think it's using its new dub, I don't remember. I probably have to check later, but I love this movie. This is a great movie. As I said, I think the two things that were stopping this movie is just because of how useless the rest of the characters were and how redundant Team Rocket is, like they are in almost every damn movie. And they're even they're still redundant in the fucking first movie. So yeah, but yeah, that's my number 3. I love this movie. And these last two may surprise you. Well, one of them isn't going to surprise you. One of them might. So, anyways, let's just go and get into it. Number 2. Now, this movie is one of those movies, and I think it's the only movie that has the side characters be as important as they are, on top of giving me a great story, mixing in a lot of elements. I enjoyed this was a great movie. Also, the ending song for this movie fucks with me every time I hear it. Pokemon, the movie 3. And people are like, what are you talking about? Why is this movie number 2 on your list? Why? Because you actually made Ash's mom relevant to the story. Relevant to the fucking story. Honestly, this is really close to being my number 1. The thing that stops it from being my number 1 is because of how much I love number 1. But this is really fucking close. I even like the Pikachu side story with the Pikachu brothers. Which, if anyone doesn't know, the Pikachu brothers, this is their first time appearing in a short. I think they reappear again in the 5th movie short, which I enjoyed the fuck out of. I like the fact that you had brought in a character that had something to do with Ash's parents, Ash's childhood, where it was like, oh, there's this character Molly. She used to be friends with, Ash's mom, Delia, and Ash when they were still in Pallet Time. I like how Molly, I think, is the other reason why I don't like this movie as much. Molly's kind of fucking annoying at certain points in the movie. But I love the fucking whole Ash trying to get his mom back idea. Because I was like, why don't they do these type of ideas enough? And I also like how you have Brock and Misty who are kind of like stalling for time while they're fighting like older versions of Molly, which you won't understand that logic. But the thing that one of the main reasons why I remember this movie so fucking fondly, I even had this shit on VHS. That's how much that's how crazy it was. I loved this movie when I was younger. The thing that fucks with me with this movie is the ending theme. And the ending thing, for those who don't know, is the to know the unknown. I think it's this theme and movies five's theme that fuck with me so badly when I hear it. It's like it's that shit that makes your ears melt. It's like I'm addicted to the song, but it always makes me feel weird as shit listening to it. And I'll sing a little bit of it. It's not even a really. It's a pretty simple chorus. It's the to know the unknown, dun, 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 to know the unknown, dun, 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 dun. Don't need all the answers, 'cause one thing is true. Oh, what is it? It's like, as long as I have something, I'll always love you. And it's just like, to know the unknown. Know the unknown. That shit fucks with me. And the other thing, and this is one of the coolest things to me, Charizard versus Entei. Fuck, man. Fuck. I think the only thing about this movie that sucks is that it doesn't really have a villain. It just has niggas who are misunderstood. Which I guess is really what villains are when you really boil it down. At least most villains. And then you just have maniacal motherfuckers. But I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. It was a great movie to me. Fucking love this movie. But obviously there's a number one. And you probably already know what it is because it's the only movie I haven't mentioned yet. So, let's get into number one. Fucking love this movie. I fucking love this movie. This is my shit, son. You cannot call yourself a Pokemon fan and not love this movie. This and the first movie should always be in your top 5 because of how fucking awesome they are. And I view this superior as fuck. You don't even want to see my reaction. My reaction went from, oh, movie 1's cool, I love movie 1, and then I saw movie 2, and I was like, oh my god, movie 2 is fucking amazing. I love movie 2. Movie 2 is my shit. Movie 2 was my crack. I have rewatched the fuck out of this thing. And I love the Pikachu short in this shit. Lugia is a beast. T-Rocket is relevant. Fucking, oh, I love this movie. It also made sense that Charizard actually obeyed Ash in this because in the first movie, he didn't listen. He shouldn't have listened to Ash logically, but for some reason, for the sake of the movie, they had him listen to Ash. So this has continuity, motherfuckers. The villain was a dick. Fuck the villain. You gonna sit there and try to capture all 3 legendary birds? Fuck you. I like the new character they introduced for the movie. She was cool. Okay, this is one of the few movies I'm fine. There was a lot of Misty Ash shipping, and it was cool. I like that. I didn't mind it. Tracy, I think, is the only bad thing about this movie. And even he didn't really do anything that inherently pissed me off. I was just fine. I like the fact he was traveling islands. It made Ash the most badass motherfucker. I didn't even care. Movie 1 Ash was cool as shit to me. Movie 2000 Ash was a beast. Running around. Oh my god, I love this movie. I love this movie, and I love the severity of this movie. Oh my god, what the fuck is in here? I think there's still some Pokemon cards in here. Yeah, there are. What card is this? It's a Pikachu card. I think this is like the later ones because I don't remember the original Pokemon cards looking like that. Oh my god, I love Pokemon 2000. And then you got like this little Lugia thing. Oh my god, I love Pokemon 2000. This is my movie. Just that fucking fucking Ash. Oh, God. I love this movie. I genuinely love this movie. This is a great fucking movie. Oh, man. And this video is probably already around 20 minutes. But I love Pokemon 2000. And some other ones that I do enjoy, just to really note which ones I do enjoy. I enjoy movie 5. Movie 5 also has that music and makes my ears melt and fuck with my mind. Movie 6 is straight. I enjoyed the Max-based movie. Movie 7 is some bullshit. I'm sorry. I just didn't care for it. It was redundant. It was kind of stupid. I'm like, what? Why? because the movie had no point to it. It's kind of like movie 3 when it doesn't really have a villain, but it just had a whole, like, the whole movie was like escaping from the technology. Like, it looked great. I thought the city looked great. Everything looked cool as fuck. But that it just had no point. Rayquaza, Deoxys, just fuck that movie. Movie 8 I love, as you know. Movie 9 was straight, but that's when the new dub voices came in. And movie 9 is literally movie 6, but just replacing Max and Jirachi with May and Manaphy. I did like the whole Pokemon. What are they called? Pokemon Rangers, Pokemon Ranchers. I thought that was fine. I liked how that dude was inspiring Ash. I like that part. The Dark movie is like one of the best out of the Diamond and Pearl movies. Fuck the Shaman Giratina movie. Fuck the Icarus movie. The Zoro movie, as you saw from my review from a while ago, was okay. And then you have Black and White, which is an okay. I think it's okay. I think it's better than most of the Diamond and Pearl movies. There's just a lot of missed opportunities for that movie. I feel that was like you had two separate movies that are virtually the same. I feel like you could have thrown in that whole idea. Like, I think, what was it? The Dragon of Ideals and Dragon of Truth have Ash have two different ideologies, have them clash, have it like an epic battle. It wasn't that. I did like the Vittini shit. The Vittini shit is one of the things that saved it because it was going in the mediocrity for me. So it's an okay movie. I think it's a decent start for the Black and White series. I'm thinking this Kaleido movie, I believe is how you pronounce the horse's name, or Kalalo, I'm not totally sure how to pronounce it. Looks like it's actually going to be pretty fucking good, so I'm looking forward to that. But overall, those are my top movies. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Tell me what your top 5 Pokemon movies are and why do you love those movies. Are there any? Oh, there is one other thing I gotta say about the Pokemon 3rd movie. It gave us the fucking remix to the fucking Johto rap. The Johto rap is beast as shit. It's like damn. Everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skills. Everybody wants to get there faster. Make the way to the top of the hill. Each time you try, gonna get a little bit better. Each step you climb, one more step up the ladder. Down. It's a whole new world we live in, Pokemon Johto. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch up. Oh. I know I kind of jump ship, but that is my track. Fuck. Even the we all live in a Pokemon world. We gonna be the greatest master of them all live in a Pokemon world. I haven't heard that one in a while, so I actually gotta find that show on YouTube later. But this video has been dragged up enough, so life's a game, put it away. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.